Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Leo, October 19, 2022. You're in a generally favorable period for harmony in close relationships, although some conflict might arise to get to a purer level of peace. Still, areas that have been swept under the carpet can emerge in small ways today. While you're in good spirits and in shape for improvements in general, it's not the best time to see your relationships clearly today and tomorrow. You could find yourself at a place where you're doing so much for others that you feel drained. If you've held to a fantasy of a relationship or situation, this can now pose some minor problems. You might think that you're missing something or that you've forgotten to take care of your needs for rest, replenishment of spirit, and spirituality, particularly as this lack relates to your partnerships. Whichever the case, it's a good time to see things that may have been subtly undermining your connections and interactions. After weeks of headaches, delays, frustrations, and drama, a lot of that will fade behind you. Today, as mental Mercury, our cosmic messenger planet, dances through the sky, he is happier than ever to regain full speed forward. This is known as leaving the post-shadow phase, which is when we work out all the confusion and miscommunication that took place since he first entered the pre-shadow period. Know that life should be chugging along especially well in regards to the connection in your relationships. If you've had something on your mind that you've wished to articulate, everything should move forward more cohesively. Use your intuition at work. Today, the domicile moon in Cancer squares both Mercury in Libra and Chiron retrograde in your sign, suggesting that you should find common ground with your professional commitments. You may feel uncertain about some of your arrangements or partnerships, particularly if it diminishes your professional independence. But the lovely moon can intuitively guide you toward comfort, showing you that you can feel at home with your professional relationships and commitments. You may even feel independent if you are working with fair and peaceful professionals. Just days after crossing the lunar nodes, something that saw the moon highlight any balance issues between money coming in and money going out, it forms a friendly aspect to the south node in your financial sector today, and with perfect timing. Just 6 days before the Sun and Venus are due to return, this can fuel your financial confidence while inspiring your financial instincts and imagination. Give yourself the room you need to have a good, healthy week. This involves planning ahead. Have an idea of what sort of workout you are going to enjoy each day, plan at least 3 meals that you prepare at home, with leftovers for lunch the next day, and give yourself a general hour by which to be ready for bed. This kind of planning will stand you in good stead as you try to settle your body's energy during hectic times. This day will mark the beginning of the new cycle for the perfect number that you are 1. A cycle of positive vibrations that will translate into a new enthusiasm and a real generosity towards those close to you, and above all, a singular chance for a few days. Most notably, you could bring a new project to life with the participation of your friends or members of your family. They should be happy because you will certainly be successful in your undertaking. For the first time in nearly 2 years, Mars, the warrior planet of the cosmos and your ruling planet, is slowing down as he moves into his final 2 weeks in direct motion. Mars is the planet that gives us our get up and go and our drive to make things happen, but as he slows down it might feel like you are losing some of your motivation or some of your fight. However, as the urgency drops and some of Mars' impulsiveness wanes, his warrior and competitive spirit will become more potent and easier to manage. Mars not only moves into his final 2 weeks in direct motion in your communication sector today, but with perfect timing. Mars is on a mission to find something to channel his war against communication barriers into, while the Sun, Venus, and Mercury's final days together in your relationship sector are looking for every opportunity to get the communication lines open. Our eyes in the sky. You could be diving into the swampy depths throughout much of today. The Cancer moon provides an emotional lubricant to a multitude of issues that are stuck beneath the surface. You could be far more psychic these days, but with today's square aspects, it might be difficult to tell your emotions from someone else's feelings projected onto you. Many people are running on high. Even the most detached personalities are unable to really pull away all that easily, and the lunar position in Cancer isn't holding back at all. In fact, many of us could feel like we're reduced to a puddle of vulnerability. The current transits ask for everyone to have faith and see clearly through the darkness. Many would even deem this a time when one enters their dark night of the soul, an experience meant to strengthen the soul from the inside out. This could also present a multitude of challenges in every aspect of your life. No stone will be left unturned, but it's all for a greater purpose. Make sure that you pay close attention to your health. Check in with loved ones, even keep a gratitude list to help you see that you're making exponential progress on a daily basis. Just after midnight, the Cancer moon squares off with Mercury in Libra, making us agitated. Our emotional needs and ideological sentiments clash. We feel that to maintain our safety we must compromise our principles, or vice versa. By seeking to protect our beliefs, we become judgmental, perceiving threats where there are none, othering those whose opinions don't correspond with our own. Because many of us will be asleep at this hour, this aspect can manifest in the form of disquieting dreams. The cosmic weather is then quiet until afternoon, when the Libra Sun trines Vesta, the asteroid of sacred devotion, in Aquarius, allowing us to effortlessly share our passions. We define our soul's mission, acting as a channel for creative or spiritual messages. This transit particularly supports social justice, humanitarian, and philanthropic causes. Those who have dedicated themselves to bettering the lives of others are positioned for success. Because we are forthcoming about our aims, we attract those who wish to join our cause, and those who are curious as to how we discovered our inspiration. A lack of conflict makes dedicating ourselves to our work easy. We make appropriate sacrifices for sensible returns instead of giving everything we have away for a glimpse of victory.